Guys, Right Cinemas here. It's been about 2 or 3 weeks since my last video. I've been off air because I had to go down to my dad's for about a week or so, sort some stuff out. So go there. I had a lot of stuff turn up in the last week or so, but a lot of this is stuff that I realised wasn't actually in my last video, and they were on the bottom of my shelf and I didn't even see them. So these are. It's about date. There's games. Some of the games I think may have been in one of my previous videos, but because I haven't put them away, I don't know for sure. So I'm doing them again just in case. There's DVDs, there's Blu-rays, there's 4K and games. So we'll start off with the games first, and then we'll go from there. Okay. So I have Callisto Protocol on the PS5, which I've heard mixed reviews. People say it's really good. Some apparently got released in poor state and needed a lot of patches to fix it, but that seems to be the in thing these days. But from what I've played of it, it's actually quite good. Violent, not scary yet, but I'm looking forward to playing it. But I only paid 20 quid, so I'm glad I didn't pay the 60 quid when it came out. So I don't mind it now. Then we have Sonic Origins Plus. This includes Sonic 1, 2, 3 with Sonic and Knuckles and Sonic CD. It also contains another 12 games from the Game Gear titles, which you have to get via a code, which is included in the game. But when they advertised it, it didn't say that. So there's me looking where the games, but they are there. You just have to use a download code, and then they're fine. This is the one with the booklet and everything with it, which is really good. There's a booklet and artwork, and it's nice to play the games on the big screen properly without it looking all blocky and horrible. Until Dawn's the multiple direction game where your actions will decide where you go. It's the best and the best one. The Dark Pictures trilogy game, it's not no longer a trilogy, it's now more than that. But the Dark Pictures games were actually good, but this is still my favourite. Then we have Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, which is a remaster of the one that was on the PS3, which is good. Rise of the Tomb Raider, which I actually enjoyed more. I've not started any of these yet. I'm currently playing something else which is in this collection, which I'm loving, but that's good. Then we have Shadow of the Tomb Raider, which was very good as well. After pardon the label, it won't come off. Evil Within 2, Evil Within 1 I've got somewhere, and Evil Within 2 is really good as well. Dying Light. I will get there is an edition where you can play the zombies. I'm going to get that eventually, because at the moment it's stupidly expensive. It's about 20-30 quid. This was 8, so I'll get this, and then I will get the other edition as well, so I can play the zombie. Then we have Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition, which is great fun, great music, fabulous game. Then we have Dark Pictures The Devil in Me, which is, I believe, the murder houses. I can't remember the murderer's name. H.H. Holmes, that's the one. The serial killer who they believe was, some people speculate was Jack the Ripper, so on and so forth. It's good, not as good as the Until Dawn, but it is good. I do have Man of Medan, and there's 2 more I need to get. Apparently there's a space one coming at some point and a VR one, but I don't have VR. FIFA 20, which I got for 50p. I thought, wow, I'm not a big football fan, but I thought I did quite like the football games, so I thought, well, for 20p, who cares? And the game I'm currently playing at the moment is Hogwarts Legacy. Finally got it. Phenomenal game. I love it. I love exploring Hogsmeade and the area and doing magic and so. Looking forward to learning the 3 unspeakable spells, obviously, which is the Cruciatus Curse or Crucio. Can't remember the other one. Control Curse, Imperious Curse, and the Killing Curse or Avada Kedavra. So I want to learn this for the sake of it, but I love this game. Brilliant fun. Why I waited, I don't know. I couldn't afford it, but it was a phenomenal game. Absolutely love it. Then this is for the little console I got, which is a cartridge console. It's an emulator, but they've released Commodore 64, loads of unknown games, which well, not unknown, but unreleased, I suppose, in the last few years. There were ones that are probably on the Commodore 64, I don't think they've done any Spectrum yet. I'd love to see them start doing some Spectrum, but this is Amiga Team 17. You get Full Contact, Alien Breed Special Edition, Body Blows, Project X Special Edition, Quark, Arcade Pool, Alien Breed Tower Assault, Alien Breed 2 Horror Continues, ATR All Terrain Racing, and Kingpin Arcade Sports Series Bowling. I love these games. I just love the nostalgia of hearing the blinky blunky music, and I know it's terrible compared to modern music because modern music is banned, but it just brings back so much nostalgia. So I'm really loving this console because it's so many memories in each of these games I get. I plan on getting one a month going forward for the next few months. Well, starting from October, I've got 2 in August and September. I've got so much coming out pre-orders, so I'll start doing this from probably October, November, and start doing 1 or 2 a month when there's less pre-orders, because I think November pre-orders pretty much disappears for now. But there's so many good sets coming out soon. But that's a good film. If you ever want to get another Evercade, I can't remember the name of the console, but it's there's one that has 2 players that plug into the TV. They do a handheld version as well. But I love it. If you want nostalgia, this is the thing. It's nice hearing the old music. Okay, and then we have DVD. So I have Battlestar Galactica 1980. My second favourite of the series. I love this series, but there's only 2 episodes I love. It's the night the Cylons landed, and there was a Cylon ship crash lands on Earth with a part human, part robot, sort of cyborg basically, and a fully functioning Centurion, and they basically try to get there to send a signal to their base ship to take over the planet Earth, and they try and stop them. And it's brilliant. Not as good as the original series, but those 2 episodes are really good. The rest of the series a bit cheesy. Black Sheep, horror comedy with murderous sheep. Looks funny, but I bought these for £5 for £1, so 20p each. So why not? Then one my dad gave me, The Prisoner of Zendar, which I'll check out somewhere. Getting more into the older films, Star Wars: Revenge of the Sith. I want to get all the DVDs of this. I need to get one more of the Star Wars, including the theatrical cuts, but it's hard to find. Blood Fist 2, which is confusing because it says Blood Fist 2 here, it says Blood Fist 2 here, it says Blood Fist 2 here, but then it goes Blood Fist 2. So I don't know if it's Blood Fist 2 or Blood Fist 2. I don't know. I'll find out when I watch it. It's a very confusing box. One my dad gave me, Stardust, because he upgraded to Blu-ray. I'll upgrade to Blu-ray at some point. Tunnel Rats, which apparently is after Apocalypse Now, Platoon comes Tunnel Rats. Headless for Heroes, apparently it's astonishing according to this. Impressively uncompromising, apparently. So I'm going to watch it and see if these 2 people were either watching this film or pissed. We'll find out which one they were. Then period drama, Young Victoria. I'm sort of getting more into the period drama, so I'm quite enjoying the films. I'm getting more into my movies than I've ever done, which I'm really chuffed with, because of my mental health, I disappeared off them for ages, but I'm getting back into the swing. The Forgotten with Julianne Moore, which is like a alien abduction film. It's been a long time, about 10 years since I've seen this, and I remember it being very good, so I look forward to seeing it again. Then we have a TV series about a serial killer called Wire in the Blood, which is a British series starring Robson Green and Harmony Norris. I believe I may have pronounced it wrong. Series 1 and 2, so look forward to seeing those. There's another series called Messiah, which I need to get some more of, which is again it's a serial killer called Messiah. Outlander special edition DVD, which I paid £2 for, brand new. So never seen the series. I thought, well, for £2, I'll give it a go. And then some more Laurel and Hardy. This is Laurel and Hardy Collection Volume 2, which includes The Dancing Masters, Bullfighters, and A Haunting We Will Go. A Haunting We Will Go is in one of my other sets, but the other 2 in this are in none of my sets. So again, £2, chuffed with that. Okay, now we're on to the Blu-rays. I'll be doing this now. I need to make room. Actually, no, I'll drop them there. Okay, we have Young Sherlock Holmes, great 80s sort of family film. Some of the scenes probably then were quite a little bit scary with the night and the killer chicken or whatever it was, or partridge or whatever the bloke was eating in the restaurant. but it was just fun. It's a steam bit of a film, great fun, really enjoyable, and I need to watch it soon. Then we have Dark Tower. I know people don't like it. I didn't mind it too much, but it was on Music Magpie for £5, and I wanted to see it again because I didn't hate it. Didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. Then we have, keep that one till later. Silent Running with a double cover like that. Silent Running. I remember I haven't watched this for donkey's years. Yeah, so this is the one where I think he's on a sort of hydroponics ship with 3 robots or 2 robots. I can't remember how many robots he's got now. The picture only shows 1, but I remember there being 2 or 3 of them, and it's been so long since I've seen this that I'm looking forward to seeing this again after 20 years, maybe more. Then we have Dunwich Horror, which again is a reversible cover. I love I love slip covers when you've got other covers. There's nothing, to me, it's pointless having a slip cover with the exact same artwork as the cover. I know on the flip it's the same, but you get the option to change it, which I like. I like that. I've no idea what this is going to be like, but I'm slowly collecting all the Arrow titles, so hopefully it will be good. Okay. Apologies, so many here. Then we have 310 to Yuma, which my dad recommended. I'm getting more into my westerns. Then we have Logan on Blu-ray. I know I've got 4Ks of these, but I kind of like some films I don't mind having on Blu-ray only. Carlotto's Way, which I know is coming out in 4K soon, but I thought there's no point spending 30 quid on this thing for something not see. If I watch it and I like it, then eventually I'll upgrade. I'm not going to try and pronounce this, whatever that says. Ivanstux or whatever, so Ivanssxtc. Whatever that is, that's what this is. It's just another Arrow. It was in the sale. It was like £4. I paid for it brand new, so I'm happy with that. Then we have Initiation, which I think is a old 80s slasher. Then we have The Stylist, which I had before with the slipcover. Stupidly got rid of it. I had the collector's edition, but I'm happy with the standard edition. She basically scalps people, which is really shit. But it looks quite. Apparently it's an interesting sort of play on stuff. So why not? Then we have a film called Hostiles, which is a western. So I thought, well, why not? Have a look. Snowpiercer, which I actually really enjoyed. They're at the back of this big long train trying to make their way to the front. And it's very strange in places. There's some weird sort of twists and turns, but it was actually an enjoyable film overall. Then we have Edge of Sanity. This is like a Dr. Jekyll and Hyde based film. So I look forward to seeing this. I'm looking forward to getting the Psycho set in October, I think it is, which is a 4K set. Contagion, Bar Outbreak one, which looks quite good. This Is It, the Michael Jackson concert that never happened. It was just good to see him sort of what he did and the effort he was going to put into it for his fans, but unfortunately it never got to happen. Yeah, unfortunately, but I thought these are the cards we dealt with, as they say. Then okay, trying to do this as easy as possible. Then we have Ricochet, Denzel Washington and John Lithgow and Ice-T. A sort of revenge film where he takes down a criminal, which is played by John Lithgow, and John Lithgow plans revenge to destroy his life, and then it's Denzel Washington trying to get his life back, and it's a great film. Not big action, but great. It's just a really enjoyable watch, and John Lithgow plays the villains so well. Then we have Dracula Untold, Pay the Ghost. Another one from my childhood. It says Cromwell. Basically, this is the Sword and the Sorcerer, cheesy sort of fantasy film from I remember seeing back on VHS, and I haven't watched it since VHS. So it's really good to watch this. This is it's an Italian import, Spanish import, but it looks fine. It plays fine. It's not like pristine quality, but I can't buy on Blu-ray anywhere. I think it's been released in 4K in America, but that's like 50 quid. I'm not paying that. This was 6 quid, so that'll do me. Then we have one my dad gave me, the Charlton Heston and the Omega Man. Then we have Dragon Slayer. I remember this from back in the day, and it was as good as I remember then. The effects of the dragon obviously aged okay, but considering the age of the film, they're still pretty good. They're pretty solid anyway, so definitely recommend to get that. Someone, I think it is on 4K as well. 28 days later. I did have this before on a double set, and I wanted them individually because I like the artwork on each one. And the one I had weird artwork in it. I don't know why. It was a double set with both discs, but it wasn't this artwork, so happy to have these. House of Wax, great horror. One that is interesting. It's a, I'm not sure where it's made, but this just sounds interesting. It's a Eureka release. I just realised it's Eureka. The Rocket, so that can go with my Eureka films. I didn't realise it was really Eureka. I just saw that. I thought, oh, that was interesting. Read the synopsis about obviously a lad who just sort of moves somewhere because he thinks he's playing with bad luck or bad luck on the town he's from. So he moves to another town, and there's like a file. It's under a file. It just sort of intrigued me, but I'm glad it's Eureka because I am building up my Eureka collection. That was a happy accident. I'm trying to do this. Okay. Then we have a film I really enjoyed, Evil Dead Rise. I thought it a lot of people say that Arsenal was here, but people are going on there. I'm a member of a horror group, and literally someone says they like it, people attack them for liking it, people attack someone for not liking it. It's ridiculous. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. That's it. I fed up with these people who think they're going to attack people for like not liking it or liking it, depending on whatever the reverse of their opinion is, they attack you for it. Couldn't care less what people think. If you like it, fab. If you don't like it, it's fine. At the end of the day, we all like the same stuff. So it'd only be like one film a year, so it's nice to have sort of variances. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. Cheese grater scene, bitter. Scream 6, which I actually really enjoyed, set in I think Manhattan, and it was better than the one before. Still not the greatest film in the world, but I enjoyed it. It was a good popcorn movie for me. Oh. Sorry. The Hidden, great sci-fi with an alien that can transmit, which transfers from people with like a slug thing, and it likes rock and roll, fast cars and guns. So a great sort of oldish film. Then Excalibur. I haven't seen this for decades, so I'm looking forward to seeing this. Great film, if I remember rightly. Then we have Future World. This is obviously the follow-up to Westworld, where the park goes wrong again, but then they're trying, not quite wrong. It turns out they're trying to take over people with power, but it's a very good film for its age. Some of the effects are quite poor, but it's still fun. Renfield, which I've yet to watch, but I've heard mixed reviews. Some people say it's really good, but I look forward to seeing it just to see it. Then one of my favourite series when I was a kid, Day of the Triffids, the BBC series, the original from the 80s, not the remake. I loved these Triffids. They were creepy as hell when I was a kid. Now they're laughable. It's like a giant sort of moving daffodil, but back then with the clicky noises and that, it done its purpose back for kids back in the 80s. And people go, oh, it's really cheap. Yeah, well, it was cheap now, but then I think probably a lot of people forget. They say, well, why did you find? Because back then, something like this was the first time it had been done. Now with CGI and stuff like this, nothing's the first time it's been done by everyone. Whereas things like this never happened before, never done. So we were the generation that for the 70s, 80s, and 90s who were like seeing things happen in films for the first time. Now it's generic. So it was nice to see, wow, how the American Werewolf London Werewolf transformation, nothing had been done to that scale before, but now it's all CGI. So I think that's what people forget. It's like we were the generation that grew up with. I've had the end of 8-track tapes, cassette tapes, vinyl, CD, now MP3. So I had to buy new devices. Whereas now it's all just MP3, but they forget we saw the technology grow as they've just arrived at the end result, which isn't a bad thing. A film I really enjoyed, the Super Mario Brothers movie. The other thing that pissed me off was it was $24.99, and I've suddenly realised you only get the 4K. The other $24.99 4Ks have a Blu-ray as well, so that's a bit of annoying. But it was still good. It wasn't amazing, but it was good family fun. You could, having played the games, I could see elements from Super Mario Kart, Donkey Kong. There's so many sort of little tweaks and little things from the games in the past, but it could have done with having a Blu-ray. But there we go. Make sure I read the article better next time. Another 88 film horror called Mardi Gras Massacre. Again, this is with a reversible cover, which I'm happy with. It's probably cheesy fun, but it's really important. You can just see the cover there. A nice slasher film. And then a very first old film. This is A Trip to the Moon, which is a very old film. I don't know the year. I could guess the year, but unfortunately, it's a French film. It's originally an old black and white French film. Some early cinema. It doesn't say. It's about an hour long. Oh, it doesn't say the year. No. No, it's not 52. It's older than that. No, it doesn't. Unfortunately, it doesn't say. It's got a football, but I'm trying to get sort of preserve the old stuff. But this, I remember this scene, seeing it loads of times when they're talking about cinema and stuff like this. So it was but again, people go, "Oh, that's just corny as hell." But yeah, but it was like it was the first film to do something like that. I think that's people forget. Anyway, so then we have the Sabata trilogy, which includes back here. Sabata, Adios Sabata, and Return of Sabata, which I believe is Lee Van Cleef westerns. United Artists at MGM. I've never seen these. I thought, well, it was on offer. I paid like 20 quid for it, so 25. So I look forward to seeing these because it's kind of like I'm getting into my westerns. Then we have Westworld. Speaking of westerns, where the part goes horribly wrong and people die with what's his name? Oh, I can't remember his name now. Yul Brynner. That was it. Then 65, which people slagged off. Jurassic Park, but it was nice to see. Although none of the dinosaurs look like any of the dinosaurs Jurassic Park, because there's probably some sort of legal reason. They decided to invent new dinosaurs for it, so they wouldn't get done for making the T-Rex look like a T-Rex. Even though a T-Rex is a T-Rex, and if someone has got copyright on the T-Rex, it's what they're meant to look like. So yeah, fuck knows. But I actually quite liked it. It was very good. There were some good scenes in it, and it was just again a good popcorn movie. Nothing to blow my skirt up or rush to the hills saying I loved it, but I did enjoy it. Then we have one of a few coming out, Magic Cop. This is like a fantasy film. They've gone for the really thin cases, which is good. Looks interesting. There's a bit of damage to the case. I think some of the case is damaged. I think the case inside is broken, unfortunately. But I've got a couple of that coming out here, so I'm looking forward to watching these soon. They're just like great sort of films. Charles Bronson Heartbreak Pass, which I think is a western, so worth looking. Then we have 13 Ghosts. Then we have another one of my Shameless Media collection, The Strange Vice of Mrs. Warder, which looks quite graphic, but should be fun. Probably the wrong word for it. I'm just trying not to let the piles collapse here. Okay, getting there. Then we have Humanoids from the Deep, The Devil Hunter, Tombstone import, because the UK one was ridiculous price money and not in stock anywhere until the day after I ordered it. Princess Bride, Candyman, Farewell to the Flesh, Hamburger Hill, an old, I think it's 80s Vietnam film, very good. Sonic the Hedgehog, first one, the second one, I had them on 4K, but I wanted to downgrade them because I didn't love them enough to get that, and I used that to buy some other titles. American Sniper, The Bye Bye Man, which I actually quite liked. Les Mépris, which is what's this, the 60th anniversary edition, I believe. Brand new restoration. Brigitte Bardot, Jack Palance is in it, and Fritz Lang. I think it's 60 years. I believe it's 60 years. I'm not sure, but it just looked interesting from the trailer, so I thought, I'll have a look. It's a French cinema film. The Case of the Bloody Iris. Speaking of old films, I was on a group when someone was basically screaming on a group how he hated the Wolfman and attacked anyone who said they enjoyed it and said they were sad and they didn't enjoy proper films. But he was one of these people who made assumptions, because I said, well, without Wolfman, you wouldn't have the modern werewolf films the way they are now. The direction of films may have changed without those. They are like the seeds that grew Universal horror and stuff like this. And he attacked me going, "Oh, you go and enjoy your rubbishy films, and I'll enjoy the Deer Hunter." So, well, he assumed because I like that, I didn't like that. And then when I said I like those as well, he just went off on one and he attacked everyone on the page. And then I get the strike for disagreeing with him, but him abusing me is fine. But there we go. That's why I try and avoid movie-based conversations with people, because some people are idiots. Anyway, let's go back to this. Stephen King's It. We've obviously, damn it, everything's fallen over. Oh, it's all going now. Excuse me. I have an avalanche going on here. Sorry about that. With Tim Curry, obviously, I love the new ones, but I still love Tim Curry. He just had, I don't know, there's just something about Tim Curry's acting which was phenomenal. Okay, then we have Killing Season, which is Robert De Niro and John Travolta. John Travolta plays a man who's hunting Robert De Niro. It's quite good, but it's quite slow, but it is good. Sleepy Hollow, which I think is getting a 4K release soon. I'm happy with the Blu-ray. Breaking In, great little film. Not high budget, but good fun. Stan and Ollie, but they're like brilliant film. One my dad gave me, Legend of the Guardians 3D, which I'm sort of chuffed with. BFG remake, I need to get the original cartoon, but I do enjoy the remake. Lee Van Cleef, The Grand Duel. Charles Bronson's Stone Killer, directed by Michael Winner. Another indicator film for my collection, which is good. Then we have Doomsday, one my dad loves, and I actually love it as well. American Gangster. Lone Survivor. 28 Weeks Later, great film. Possession, another good film. So I'll just play the best. Charles Bronson Breakout with Robert Duvall and so it looks interesting. That's a prison break film. And two my dad gave me, which is Peter Rabbit in 4K and Peter Rabbit 2 in 4K. Then we have Oz the Great and Powerful. A film I'm looking forward to watching called The Deep House, which I'm going to watch in a bit. Logan's Run. And The Torture Chamber of Dr. Sadism, with reversible covers as well. I noticed this was an 8th film come out about 2 weeks ago. Looking forward to seeing that. Then we have Clint Eastwood Dirty Harry collection with Dirty Harry, Magnum Force, The Enforcer, Sudden Impact, and the Deadpool. Then we have something else. The Man with No Name trilogy, which is A Fistful of Dollars, A Few Dollars More, and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. So I'm looking forward to seeing, because Lee Van Cleef's also one of these as well. And that scene with the watch that plays the tune when they're trying to go do a duel, so which is really good. Then we have the Police Academy collection, which I love the first 4. So Police Academy, First Assignment, Back in Training, and Citizen Patrol, brilliant. Miami Beach, City under Siege, and Mission to Moscow, not so much, but they're okay. But to buy them individually is just as much as to buy them separately, so that's fine. Then we have a 4K, another 4K, which is Burial Ground 4K release, which is the slipcover. As you can see, it's a matching slipcover, but what I can do, hopefully, can I do it? Yes, I can. So this is why I like reversible slipcovers, because I can do this. There's nothing worse than having a matching cover to the slip. So now I can do that. I can go like that, and that I love that. I don't know why. I just think it's brilliant. It's nice to have that. It's a 4K remaster. It's a horribly cheesy film, but weirdly enjoyable. I wanted the 4K because the acting's terrible, the visual effects are terrible, the music sounds like it should be in a 50s space movie, but weirdly, you have to watch it. I don't know, it's really weird. It's one of those films you sit there and you to the end of it, you just go, I have no idea what I've just watched, but for some weird reason I enjoyed it. And I love those sort of films. It's not very often you come across a film that's so bad, but you bloody love it for some reason. Yeah, odd. Okay, then we have the complete Satana collection, which is westerns. So we have If You Meet Satana, Pray for Your Death. I Am Satana, Your Angel of Death. I think they're Spanish westerns. Satana's Here, Trade Your Pistol for a Coffin. Have a Good Funeral, My Friend, Satana Will Pay. And Light the Fuse, Satana Is Coming. So they're probably going to be cheesy as hell, but I'm looking forward to seeing them anyway. Then we have a film called Zeta. This is the collector's edition, although it's also known as Revenge of the Dead. This has got the poster, the booklets, art cards. It's a collector's edition. It's probably going to be cheesy fun, but I'm really getting into these films now. Then we have Count Yorga collection. The collector's edition again. I bought this recently. We have Count Yorga Vampire and Return of Count Yorga. I'm not sure the rating on it. Didn't actually 15. They're both 15s, but it's probably going to be really badly acted. But it's never Arrow release, so happy to have it in the collection. Then we have a series called Street Fighter trilogy, which apparently were like incredibly violent martial arts films. There's 3 discs, 3 films, and I swapped the covers. As you can see, I swapped the covers over, so you got different covers. It looked violent, fun. So Sonny Chiba, whoever that is. So I look forward to seeing it. Yeah, 'cause it's got Street Fighter, Return of Street Fighter, and the Street Fighter's Last Revenge. They're probably going to be horrifically bad, but I don't care. Okay, then we have Giallo Essentials. I bought this in the sale from Arrow, I think then. And this one has Death Walks at Midnight, Death Walks in High Heels, and the Forbidden Photos of Lady Moon Suspiria, I believe. Yeah, Suspiria. So I think maybe it's linked to that. So I'm trying all these eventually, all the Giallo films, because I really enjoy them. They're corny and old, but who cares? And then I have another Giallo Essentials set, which I also got in a sale. And this is the Killer Reserve 9 seats. The Weapon, The Hour, The Motive, and Smile Before Death. So I was chuffed to get those. Part of my sort of ongoing growing collection of Arrow. Then we have the complete Scorpion collection. These have yet to swap covers around. So we have 701 Grudge Song. I don't know what order they play in, but I'll have to find out. And we have Beast Stable. They're all 18. Female Prisoner Scorpion and Jailhouse 41. So look forward to seeing those. Violent action. And then we have the Gothic Fantastico set, which I got in the sale as well, which includes 4 films. The Witch. It's not the special edition, it's just no poster, but that was like 20 quid more. The Third Eye. The Blanchfield Monster. And Lady Morgan's Revenge. And then the big boy that arrived on the 22nd, I believe it was. Blu-ray set, Bruce Lee. I'll just do a quick run over the set. Phenomenal set, phenomenal. Really good quality hard box. Then you get the Big Boss. Big Boss Mandarin cut. Apparently includes scenes never seen before in this country, I believe. Fist of Fury. Way of the Dragon. Enter the Dragon. Game of Death. Game of Death alternate versions. The Final Game of Death. Game of Death 2, Tower of Death. I don't think it stars Bruce Lee, it stars someone else. Bruce Lee, the Man, the Legend, the Man, the Legend, and the Legend. The Man and the Legend, and then the Legend. That's confusing. Then we have posters. We have a poster of Where the Dragon and Big Boss. Yeah. Then we have a really thick book of screen production shots and stories from set and stuff like this. Then we have here Bruce Lee Dynamite, which I think I'm not gonna. There's loads of art cards from all the films. Look how thick it is. It's just full of art cards, and they're brilliant. I think it's art. I think it's lovely. Let's have a look, shall we? Yeah. Oh, bloody hell. Not easy to open. Yeah, literally. Oh. Yeah, so literally, you've got arts from every single film, so screenshots like that. I think it's a different sort of shot, and it's just that thick of cards. I mean, literally, they've really gone to town on this set, and which is why I've ordered the Psycho set, because if they do good with that as they've done with this, I'll be very happy. This set is just one of the best sets I've seen in a long time. And then also this as well, which is like a photo set of photos. Onto the box there. But yeah, they've really gone to town on this set. It's absolutely phenomenal set. I'm so chuffed with it. Arrow did so well on this. If you want to see an unboxing, proper unboxing, I can go through it in detail. Let me know, and I will do that. Someone did say they wanted me to do a set, a martial arts collection, which I will be doing soon. I've just got a couple more titles to come, which I'll include in that. But that's it. It's nearly a 40-minute video, so apologies for dragging on for so long. But yeah, that is my, we'll call this my August update. And that's it from me anyway. I will see you again soon. Probably a couple of weeks. I will do some more stuff. I will probably in the next week or so. I will film my complete martial arts collection, and then we go from there. Anyway, guys, I'll see you soon. You take care. See you again. Bye.